I'm delighted to have the opportunity of making this presentation. I'm here to talk to you about the fact of Mr. Hermit's children and the most impacted individuals. My presentation will take about 3 minutes and it's divided into 2 sections. First, we're going to look at this problematic and conflicting family issue that instills trauma in children which affect their mental health and their social approach to life. The article clearly shows that the father can't give the children enough emotional connection and he can't bear the behavior of qualified father or loyal husband. Admittedly, it will harm the children's mood and growth. To illustrate this, every separation is cruel to the children because they long for all of the father's love and enough company. The decrease in contact with the first family is due to the father's need to distribute common resources are shared by the family equally. Consequently, it more than causes the loss of the father's role as the children grow up, it also gives the children an illusion of being abandoned. We can feel that the disappointment and the heartbreak of children, as well as the negative emotions of insecurity or even trust. Let's take up some of the implications of this. Mr. Hermit's first son tried his best to hide his inner fidelity between others and avoid talking his father's second marriage of lying. Essentially, his father's second marriage led to his sadness and then low self-esteem. This tied with my original statement. The father's behavior of starting a new relationship without considering the children's feelings leave a shadow of children's childhood. Now, let's get started to move on our next topic. I reckon the mother suffers most from a polygamous marriage. I've prepared a demonstration to show the reason. From the perspective of negative of the wife. The first and the most important. The most obvious is emotional loneliness brought to the wife by infidelity and shared love from the husband. Moreover, she sacrificed a lot for her family and children, but her husband did not understand her hardships and just felt that she was not as interesting as before he got married. Her attention can't change her husband's mind, which is cruel to a woman who regards his family as a whole world. More importantly, these negative emotions can't be vented and can only be buried in the bottom of her heart. Mr. Hermit hides his sadness and discusses it in front of the children and outsiders, which exacerbates the negativization of emotions, especially the partiality of the husband. As a result, this could lead to humiliation, frustration, and psychological trauma for Mr. Hermit. Last but not least, this hermit can't break her husband's will and give birth to 10 children for him. They will only cognized by the number of children who they will give birth. This is an unimpressive and unfair lifestyle and culture within the circle of marriage to a woman. In contrast, suffering is the most influential teacher of life. Turning our attention now to the positive effect, she became a new self and found his direction for life and the position she deserved. The failed marriage brought her new gains. Paternalistic, polygamous family environment has changed her outlook on life and values, creating new meaning in her life. Well, that brings me to the end of my presentation. Let me briefly recap what we have discussed here today. A polygamous marriage directly affects their marriage and indirectly affects their children. Life is knowledge has no limits, so learning becomes extremely important. What we can learn from the role of the husbands in this article? Human desires are innate and endless. We just need a spiritual things to counter our desires, which is devoted and contractual spirit. From the wives, we can learn that marriage is not the whole of life. Everyone is a person with an independent personality and soul. But I still believe in love and wish for everyone to have a happy marriage. Thank you.